Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about Inktober. We're getting down to the wire here. There's only a few days left before Inktober starts on Sunday. Today is, what day is this? Thursday? So we've got the rest of today, tomorrow, and Saturday to get ready. And Sunday, bam, we start. So I just wanted to go over a few things to know about or think about before starting Inktober. Some of you have missed my previous videos and others have been asking me a lot of questions about it still. So I only did it 1 year, but I've watched plenty of videos and picked up from other people different things about Inktober. First and foremost, I would suggest that you go to mrjakeparker.com and get his prompt list, or you can go to my Instagram page, hashtag Sharoncullenfineart, and my prompt list is in those photos there. But that's going to fill up quickly once people who join our group start posting their photos and hashtagging that, because the photos are going to fill up fast. But anyway, you could do that. Also go to his channel here on YouTube, Jake Parker, and he's got lots of information about Inktober, and you can learn all about it. He's got a very quick 2-minute video on the rules, which are very simple. His website, mrjakeparker.com. He's got right here how to do Inktober, which is a YouTube video, or you can go to his page and he will explain it to you. There's also the official t-shirt, which you saw me wearing the other day. Here's the prompt list that I've posted on my Instagram, as well as I left a link to it, to this page in one of my videos that I pinned to the top of the comments. But these are the prompts. Now, you don't have to use the prompts, but there's one thing I want to tell you about these prompts, that because Jake Parker is an illustrator and he's done lots of children's books, he puts these in order of so that you can choose a theme to work with and make up maybe a story or something for your book. Many people who do Inktober are also illustrators, or they're cartoonists, or they do graphic novels, that kind of thing. It's very different from our World Watercolor Month. But anyway, these rules here, I was looking at them and I thought, well, gosh, if I did these prompts and I used a theme, what would I go with? And I thought, you know, my theme would probably be like a story about pirates and mermaids and stuff like that. There's so many things in here: swift, divided, poison, underwater, sword, crooked, screech, gigantic, which could be like a giant monster coming out of the water, shattered, teeming with fish, fierce, mysterious. Fat reminds me of that underwater witch or queen or whatever she was in one of the Disney movies. I forget what she was called, but my kids are too old and I don't watch those anymore, so I can't tell you. The graceful reminds me of a mermaid. Filthy, deep water. Furious, blind reminds me of a pirate with a patch. Ships, a pirate ship. Found, mask. There's so many things. Found treasure. They can all go. And squeak reminded me of a mouse in the corner of the storage compartment of a ship, you know, like a pirate ship or something. So those were the things that I was thinking of for a theme, but I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. I might just use these words and just do something different every day, or I may not even use a word one day. I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, if you want to do a theme, you can use these to make a theme, sort of like a storyline for your Inktober month. The official rules for Inktober are very simple. Make a drawing in ink, post it online. You're going to use the hashtag Inktober and then the hashtag Inktober 2017. And if you're going to join my group, you're going to also use the hashtag Sharoncullenfineart on Instagram. And that way all of our photos will come together in our group. Then you need to repeat it every day of October. That's it. Now go make something beautiful. That is all there is to it. Now, Inktober is so that we can improve our drawing skills. So using ink is vital in this because it is Inktober. You can use any kind of ink you would like to use. Water soluble, permanent, black, colored, it doesn't matter. Here are a bunch of different pens that I have here. There's Tombow markers, Copic brush tip marker, which is in his box with Art Snacks for this month. This is a glitter marker. These are, I forget who makes these because it's all in Chinese. But anyway, these are brush tips as well, just different size brush tips. Microns, dip pens, fountain pens of different sorts. There are your Econoline brush pen markers, your Copic markers. You can use your fine liner pens if you have fine liner pens. You can use your Dr. P.H. Martin watercolor to fill in, or regular watercolor, or you can use your Bombay inks. There's all sorts of coloring brush pens that you can use. There's these koi markers that you can use, or clean color markers that you can use. So don't worry about what you're using. Just make sure you use some ink to draw. You can draw in pencil, then add your ink over the top of it, and you're all set to go. And you don't have to color it in, but you can color it in if you'd like to. Now, one thing that I was doing was I downloaded this app called Pen and Ink. Now, he is officially working with Autodesk Sketchbook, which I'm trying to find on my thing here. I've got so many apps on this. But anyway, Autodesk Sketchbook was originally an Apple app, and now it is also on Android. Here it is, Sketchbook, right here. And you can use this app along with a stylus, and you can do all of your work on, what are those called, those Wacoms, or an iPad or an Android device. You can do it on your phone if you want, and then just post to the Facebook site or whatever, or to my Instagram, and you can do your pen and ink, no problem. You can use black ink, blue ink, whatever you want to do, and just go ahead and make your picture, you know, and that's all you got to do. And then you can save that if you don't want to invest in a book, or you'd rather do digital art rather than actually using pens, then that's fine too. Now, I've been practicing my pen hashtags because, darn it, I'm trying to fix this. There we go. Because I have trouble with it. I haven't used it very much. And so I was just doing this. Oops, I've got the wrong color ink here. I was just using this for fooling around. Now, I could have even made my trees green if I wanted to. See if I can choose darker green, and I can go over this in green. And you can put color to them. You can use pen and then fill it in with watercolor if you want. This pen and ink is a watercolor and ink type of website. So that's what I was doing. And it just helps me to practice my hashtags. Now I can work on them and try to improve upon them before Sunday, which is what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue practicing that, and then I can be ready for Sunday. The other thing I wanted to show you was that in my book, in the front cover of my book, I have to cover my phone number here. I put my official prompt list in. I just wrote it in the front of the book here so that I have it and I don't have to look it up every day as I'm working. Many of you have already seen that I just did this Inktober thing in the front of my book here. My marker bled through to the other side, so I used this first page to just screw around and put down some of the tools that I'd be using for Inktober. I haven't even finished with it, but I was just sketching it really fast. But anyway, but I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to start with this page for day 1. And I was looking at somebody else's video, and she says that she usually flames out by day 6. So this year she decided that she's going to start early, and she's already started to do like 3 of her sketches, and she has them done in pencil, and then she's ready to ink them on day 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just so funny, but I thought, you know, it's kind of a great idea. So if you think you're going to flame out and you're anxious to start now, get ahead of the game, and then that way you won't have to worry about running behind. I ran behind several times last year, usually not more than a day behind, and then I'd do 2 to catch up. But some days I just didn't feel well. As many of you know, I have an autoimmune disease that kind of kicks my butt often. So then there's days that I just can't do anything at all. So if you feel like you need to go ahead and do a few days, go ahead and do a few days. The whole point is to try and do something every day and to improve on your skills. Somebody left me a comment recently on one of my YouTube videos saying that he started doing it last year and has continued daily ever since. And he's kept up that habit, which has probably advanced his art skills dramatically, which is what I'm hoping this will do for me, because last year it really helped push me forward. And this year I'm hoping it'll push me forward even more. So I'm hoping that for you too. Everybody get ready, because we've only got 3 days to go, and I'm getting really excited. That's all I wanted to talk to you about for Inktober. So everybody remember, be courageous, sketch with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. Bye-bye.